Hello, everybody. We're gonna jump back in and play episode 2, I guess, of Minecraft. So, as you can see, we have just died, and so we're gonna have to respawn, take this again. Um, and now, again, I am lost. I don't know where I wandered off to. I was just kind of wandering for the heck of it last time, and go away, Java. I don't want to see you right now. Right? Too many ums. So we're gonna get some wood. We're gonna get started back up here. And, come on. Stop that. Okay. Getting up the wood. Haha, getting up the wood. New beginnings, right? That's actually one of my favorite parts of any survival game, is just that initial struggle where you have to pit yourself with just pretty much your knowledge against the world to figure out how to survive. So, gonna get up some cobblestone, gonna get ourselves set up with a basic set of tools. Couple swords this time. I don't think we're going to try and leave ourselves as defenseless. And if I spend enough time, I might grab myself a little bit of armor, a chest plate, something to help minimize some damage. You might be asking, how is he going to make a chest plate when he's got no resources? So, in an effort to kind of build the tech tree in such a way that it makes sense, just a little bit more, it gives you some more starting resources before you're suddenly at mid-game with iron. There's an additional mod that allows you to make armor out of stone. A little bit unrealistic, but we've seen crazier in other video games, right? So I have the opportunity to make a little bit of armor. Doesn't do nearly as much as iron, of course, right? And that makes sense because it's a step down from it. So that's a fair bit of cobblestone there. Let's head back surface side. See, we're hearing the music. That means midday is upon us. So, chest guard, chest plate, and a pair of pants. Now, a pickaxe to replace the one that we're going to break here before too long. Extra sticks. Let's make 2 swords. There's those. Now let's get an axe so we can get up more wood faster. And then I always like to have along a shovel. And then let's rearrange this inventory so it makes sense. Here we go. And apply armor. Now we're going to get some funky slowness unless I leave that armor off. So, I should actually just leave this here in case I die and have to come back. Oh, and an additional interesting thing about these chests, or these crafting tables, is I can actually leave materials in them. They act kind of like a chest, but they're taking up their crafting zone with items. So if you did want to craft, you'd have to go back, take out those items, use the table, and then replace the items if you want to actually leave them there. I'm just grabbing some extra cobblestone so we can get off with a little bit of resources in our pocket. Very little bit of resources. Let's grab a tree real quick. Hopefully the sun keeps up with us, or we keep up with the sun, right? Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh man, the Beatles. Good bunch of people. They make good music. Of course, obviously, everyone in the world knows that. Not the world. Not the world, necessarily. Unless they've been translated. Who knows? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm out of my element now. I'm not that much up on the Beatles' music. So interestingly enough, this river is quite wide. We might be able to use this to our advantage to create a base. So you'll see actually a structure off in the distance there too. Kind of fun fact, another mod. We've yet to actually talk about the mod list. Haven't had some downtime yet with you guys. So that village represents a millionaire mod. So Millionaire mod is one that I've played for years, and I've had it around. But what it adds in is some Minecraft NPCs. Some computer-controlled persons that make your game just a little bit more interesting. So this is actually gonna be... See, and it's in another language until you actually learn the language, right? By interacting with the people. So it's got this incredible build to it where you have to get to know the people before they will let you know in on their language. You have to be around them to learn their language, but you can still talk and trade with them. Because, like, you know, the typical overarching, everyone knows a specific language, but I don't know their own language. And so it does introduce actual money. You can see what's in their chest, but it says locked. So yeah, they're just going to be a set of people that I can interact with and talk with, and there's going to be lots of these things around the world, but they're fairly spread out. See, it kind of makes sense. And it creates an interesting progression is kind of where it comes from. So you can help the villagers, you can trade with them, you can buy and sell their resources, and then if you sell them enough of like a required resource for them to build with, say they need a lot of... Yeah, I think we're just gonna try and put down maybe right in this bend right here. Give us good proximity to them. We'll see what kind of comes of it. I just want to get settled for the first night here. Kind of. I'd like to find a better spot. So we might just mark this one and kind of come back to it if we have to. Alrighty. My furrowing my brows, my forehead. I get concentrate. I get dialed into these kinds of games. I very much want to survive. That's always kind of where my mindset goes to. I'm like, don't want to die. Obviously, no one wants to die in a game like this. It sets you back, takes away progress. But I want to show you guys. I want to show off a little bit. I don't want to die for you guys, because that's no fun. Well, that's a zombie. So yeah, once they kind of sense you, unlike regular zombies who, right, in regular Minecraft, you would be like, oh yeah, there's... Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Yep, we gotta get some food, though. And then it's gonna be night. I don't have coal. I do not have coal. I just realized I do not have coal. I do not... Well, we're gonna... Oh, I should... Yep. There it goes. That's gonna be that. I just killed myself for the night. Because... Unless I can... Plop down chest. Get myself... Oh, I don't know why it's lagging so much. I'm sorry about that. If you guys have seen the frame rate drop. So what I got to do right now is get myself charcoal. Because like I said, I've got some dynamic lighting. I've got hardcore darkness kind of mod going where I can't see jack shit unless light source is going. So that'll give me a reference point. But again, I don't want to just make a bed and skip straight to morning kind of stuff. That won't be fun, right? It doesn't give you the thrill. So kind of what I'm going to say is my guy's an insomniac. This little creeper dude here. I even forgot to talk about my skin. Yeah, it's a creeper guy in a hoodie. I've played Minecraft for years. So that's it. I wasn't watching. And then I died. Alright. Oh boy, we are off to a great start. And if I respawn in the night here, all you'll see is me dying again and again. Just to kind of give you guys a taste of how bad it is at night. And that's actually starting to brighten up already. But like, you notice right when the image came on, it was pitch black. You couldn't see anything. This would have been a nice spot to spawn during the night if I had done that. But again, the zombies just burrow up to you. They just come right up. Alright, it's daytime, so I'm going to jump right back in. Gonna see what we can do with a full day's time. Gotta kill this spider first. Thank God he actually died and left me a little bit of health. Almost would have been better to die and leave it at that. Okay, so we're back at it. We are gonna do what we can do. Just picking up some of the night's spoils, if you can call it that. Just to take with me a little bit of extra resources. So let's see where we can get off to. So I think last time I kind of followed that river heading this route. Skirted the left side, then I think we saw the village up ahead here to the north. Because the sun always rises in the east, same as the real world, IRL. So obviously facing north currently on this block alignment, back behind us south, that's west. Over to the right is east. Do you follow all that? Alright, great. Yep, so we followed the river. And here we came upon, right behind that ridge, we got a millionaire mod. Oh, my footsteps scared me. Maybe I should file this under horror. Okay, so I'm gonna see if there's anything left of my probably creeper exploded location up here to the left. So right, I made up. There's a little bit of food right here. I'm gonna grab these. Yeah, there we go. See, these melons have quite a bit of different kinds of resources. See, and pretty much all the food is kind of kept in these little gardens, they're called. And you can right-click them, get the garden itself. And you can grow them a little bit longer. Not exactly sure what that does for you, but it does something. Now, where was that death spot? Is that it up there? I don't actually remember now. It's been a whole night for me. I think we went around this. Then we climbed up on top of that hill. And then where'd we go? If you guys know, tell me. In the future. Okay, I remember something about, yeah, there it is, right up there on top of that ridge. A little bit of blueberries. I doubt there's anything left except maybe some of the material in the table or furnace there. Oh, actually, I lied. Look at all this stuff. Here it is. Alright, this will help us get through just a little bit farther. Right? That's always what you can do. Just a little bit more every single time you play. Doing your best. Alright, so we're going to gather up this food. And then we're going to strike off across these plains to see kind of what we can see. So you just saw me pick up cotton there. I'm going to throw this eyeball away for now. We don't need that till later. And by then I'll have better mechanisms for getting up some resources. So, yeah, this is not a well-watered world. No siree. Let's get a sword, my regular pick. Let's get that. And now our inventory is just crammed with stuff. I guess I must have lost a regular axe. That is a lot of sheep. That is a very large amount of sheep. I wish I had some iron right now. Some iron would be very nice. I hope this isn't too low key or chill or relaxed. I don't mean to make these things take a while. I'm going to try and chop them up to keep to more interesting bits, but I do want to show kind of the journey. If anyone out there's a fan of Lord of the Rings, right? The real story is not in the getting there. or it is in the getting there. It's not in what you do once you get there. All of the character growth, the interesting events, for the most part, occur during the journey, the travel, and I think that has merit to it. I think that has a lot of that says a lot, right? There's a fairly popular meme right now going around that a man's chasing down happiness. He's absolutely sprinting after it, and he's screaming at it, "Hey, stop! Just stop! I wanna have you. I wanna have happiness." But in the end, happiness itself becomes anthropomorphized. It's got human qualities to it. It can talk. It's thinking. It says to the man, "Hey, if I stop, the happiness ends. The journey is over, and you will not be essentially you can't have happiness because it doesn't exist when it's static, when it's not moving." Very, very good advice, I think. And that's kind of one of the main reasons I'm trying this right now. I'm trying YouTube, is I'd like to keep moving with my life. I want to try something else. See what happens. So, we journeyed, we walked a long way. There's some more food up ahead. That's a good mining ravine. And here is kind of some of that water I'm looking for. Sugarcane, very helpful resource right now. So I think I'm going to begin the preliminary setup for a base out in the water. Now, the main reason that I would like to make a base in the water... Oh, we just had to load a whole new village. That's kind of why you see the frame rate tank in there. New Japanese village. That's exciting. One of the main reasons I want to make a base in the water is creepers. They're really easy to help minimize some of the damage that they do. Not only to the environment. I haven't been picking up any sugarcane, have I? That's not good. Let's just shove this on real quick. It'll slow us down, but I don't think it affects our food consumption. Shoot. Seriously? No sugarcane? Fuck. And we don't need this right now. We'll just throw that there. The cows will be good. Oh, yep, another mod. So, the creatures in this, like, kind of version that I put together between the different mods that exist, they... let's make up some bread. That's a lot of bread. Let's... oh boy. Oh boy. I need some stone. And I need some food. So we're going to slam some bread into our gullet. Oh, and you see that up there? That's a slime, like, cloud thing. So I can actually go up there and get some slime balls. I'll see some other creatures that we're not used to seeing. But yeah, so I mentioned a little bit about the creatures. So you actually have to tame them now. You have to spend time with them. You have to try and get them hungry enough so that they take food from you, kind of learn to trust you. And so we'll kind of dive into some of that. That'll be much later, actually. We'll see kind of where we can get to. Very difficult portion of this. But they also drop manure. They drop some of that stuff, which you can it's not manure yet. It's actually excrement, they call it. And we have to take that. We have to, in a physical block form in the world, actually place it down, pile it up, and then depending on what it's resting on, what it is sitting on, it will kind of decay. It'll become more useful to us, right? It has to be, for anyone who gardens out there, you don't just get manure. You have to compost it first. You have to take it, you have to leave it alone, let it kind of ferment somewhat. So I'm talking a lot about this, but probably too much. You guys don't care too much, you just want to see the game. And let's play the game. So right now I just want to build a span across, both for my ease of access and to give myself kind of a building platform. So we're going to start out small. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, tell you what. We are going to tackle this invasion on the next episode. So thank you guys so much for being here. For all of those of you who came, I do appreciate it. So we'll talk about the invasion next time, and hopefully I remember that it's going on. See you guys later.